What's up, guys? M.V.K back again. What is good? Here to do my review on Batman, the Cape Crusader. I'm sure everybody and their mama watched it. I'm sure everybody and their mama enjoyed it. If you didn't, I don't know what to say. But I was a little shocked that this series was Amazon put all the episodes out. I thought they were gonna kind of do the same thing they did with like Invincible, like they would bring out every episode, one episode a week. But I'm kind of glad they didn't. I'm glad they just put all 10 episodes, all episodes out, so I could just binge watch it. So I had binged it. I had started watching it, I think, the day it came out, which was August 1st. I started it and I got all the way to I stopped at season episode 8, and then Friday, I went to I finished the rest, which was the second. So but I did watch. I did watch it, and I thought it was great. I thought it was great. It was just what I needed. You know, very noirish period piece. Looked like it's taking place right when Batman first came out in the comics, 1939. So, you know, like the early 40s and, you know, things like that. I really enjoyed that. You know, Ed Brubaker is the writer. I was like, whoa, Ed Brubaker. I was like, I love Ed Brubaker. I'm a big fan of his work. Not just his Marvel work, but his independent work. Everything he's done, I'm a big, humongous fan. So to see him also playing executive producer and writer, I was impressed. I was a little shocked that they only did 10 episodes, but in the 10 episodes, I think it was a solid season with 10 episodes. And for everybody who don't know, yeah, it has been already renewed for a second season, and they are getting another 10 episodes. I thought, oh, okay, we get the first season, it's going to be 10. Second season, maybe they'll up it to 12 and something like that. But it's okay. But I really enjoyed that. I thought it was absolutely great. The voice talent was there. It was beautiful. You had some big names in here voicing these characters. Even they changed a few characters, made some characters. There was a lot of cameos as well. And even in terms of Batman himself, Linklater, Mr. Linklater, I thought he was a pretty good Batman. I thought he had the voice down packed, and you could see he was somewhat paying homage to Kevin Conroy, but also putting his own twist to it. And I liked it. I thought it was great. I didn't like too much how he was treating Alfred in the beginning of the season. And I was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, call him Alfred. Like, he kept calling him Pennyworth, and he just I was like, yo, what is wrong with you? Like, I didn't like that too much. So yeah, I was a little bit like, stop calling him that. Like, but you know, I thought he did great. You had Minnie Driver voicing Penguin, who in this world is a female, and I thought was great. You had Jamie Chun came in as this world's Harley. I loved this version of Harley. I thought it was great to see a Harley Quinn that has no connections to the Joker stand on her own and still be as scary and vicious at times. So that was cool. You had Derek Bader. He played Harvey Dent. I thought was pretty good as well. Who also voiced Batman. Yeah, the talented Christina Ricci as Catwoman. that was fun. I thought she was good too. But then, of course, you know, you got characters like Jim Gordon, who in this world was black. And when I saw Barbara Gordon, I'm like, oh wow, they went with a black Barbara Gordon. And I'm like, and then I was like, okay, is this supposed to be kind of paying homage to the Batgirl movie that didn't come out? You know, at first I was like, okay, what is she? And then I was like, okay, where's Commissioner Gordon? And I was like, oh, there he is. So I felt like, okay, he's supposed to be like the Jeffrey Wright version. You had Harvey Bullock in there. You know, John DiMaggio voiced him. And in this, Bullock is exactly how he is in the comic. You never know which way he's really, he can be. Is he crooked? Is he a good cop or is he a bad cop? So yeah, they played that up. You had Renee Montoya. I was glad they added Renee in this as well. But also the villains that they had, the Rogues Gallery, you know, they twisted some of them, like I said. But you had Penguin, you had Harley Quinn. Then they gave us Onomatopoeia. I was shocked when I saw Onomatopoeia. I'm like, no way, Onomatopoeia, who was more of who was a Green Arrow villain, but also a Batman villain too. But I thought that was cool. I was like, oh shoot! I even like when he was wham, bam, like he would make all the noises. There was Firefly or Firebug as they called him. They kind of did Deadshot a little dirty in this. There was Clayface, who looked like the Shadow. I was like, why does he look like the Shadow? I was like, and I remember I'm like, is that supposed to be Clayface? Because, and then I was like, wait a minute, why is they calling him Bat? And I'm like, that's right, his name is that, not Matt Hagen. What was I? Sorry, I lost count. So yes, I thought that was cool. And then you had like Nocturne, who I didn't know who that was. I'm like, who is this? I'm like, who is this Wednesday Addams looking girl? I'm like, wait, is that? You had, of course, they did Two-Face, they did Firefly, they did and Onomatopoeia, and Two-Face. When the way they did, I was a little disappointed at Two-Face's look in this. I'm like, it's not really that bad, you know. But I digress. You know, I just didn't care for it too much. You know, of course, they had Falcone in this. What I also love is there were other allies, and you had Leslie Thompson in this, and the Robins were in this. That was neat. I applaud them for that. Like, Leslie Thompson runs an orphanage, and in the orphanage there were a couple of Robins that went to her orphanage. I'm not going to spoil who that was, but yeah, if you see, you know what I'm talking about. I believe the Spectre was also in this. Jim Corrigan, I like Jim Corrigan. Jack Ryder, you know, they were all in this. So it really would. But the show was great how they blended noir, supernatural. Oh, and Gentleman's Ghost was in this. You know, they blended it well, and I liked it. And another thing I also give them proud, like, people got shot. They got fucking shot. Like, you see somebody they get shot in the arm. It wasn't like they just da-da-da-da-da and nobody gets hit. No, it was people get hit. And I thought that was really a great showing. Like, okay, this is a different Batman. So it worked. It worked out very well. And I applaud them for that too. I have nothing really to complain about. I thought it was great. The opening was cool too. But outside of that, I did love the fact that Bruce seemed to open up to Alfred after that. Like, he started calling him Alfred. This was the first Alfred that I can remember was pudgy. He was a pudgy Alfred in this, but it worked. It worked so well. And we got some deaths in here. That's for sure. But I'm looking forward to seeing what season 2 will bring. I'm looking forward to seeing what villains, because at the end of the first season we saw who's coming. I knew he was coming, but I didn't think. I just wanted to know when, and they're gonna do it next season. But outside of that, yeah, this was great. This was just fun. It was solid. I had no complaints. What did you guys think of Batman Cape Crusader? I'd like to hear your comments in the section down below. Let's get into a conversation. I'd like to know. And what is next? Well, I may respond to a video that my friend Mr. Multi did about villains that I like to see in the future of the show. But outside of that, you guys take care. Deuces.